Hello, my name is Toby. Welcome to another fantastic paranormal investigation at Preston Manor, which is right behind me, and also the Preston Manor churchyard and grave. In this paranormal investigation, we're going to look through several ghosts which haunt here, because this is the most haunted place in Brighton. Hello, we're now in the grounds of Preston Manor itself, and we are here because in the Preston Manor a lady, a nun maybe, was murdered within the manor itself, and she was buried under here. It was an unmarked grave, which was shoved and buried under there, and for years and years and years and years she was just buried under there and no one knew she was there. That's why her ghost has come back. Only recently her bones were dug up and then finally placed within the graveyard itself, which we're going to go and do a paranormal investigation there in a minute. But this is the balcony where she was buried for so long, and her ghost roams from here and into the churchyard itself, and that's why we're going to investigate. Hello and welcome. Behind me is Preston Manor, and we're about to go into the graveyard to do several ghost hunts inside, try and find loads of ghosts which have been seen in that graveyard, because this is the most haunted place in Brighton, and it's in there, in that graveyard, and we're about to go in there right now with brilliant clips. Unfortunately we're not going actually into the manor today, but we're going into the graveyard because hundreds of ghost sightings there, and we're going to find something, so it's going to be absolutely cool. It is here, and along here where I'm about to walk, is the sighting of the White Lady. She's seen in the manor itself and in the graveyard here. She was mostly seen at her peak in the 1890s. In the 1890s, she was seen nearly every single month, and she was seen by hundreds of people. And the reason why we're here is a friend of mine on YouTube called Armand. He came down here and did a paranormal investigation, and he saw a white lady who we've been talking about right now, and she walks along here. She walks along here, and she walks down here, church grounds. Now we're not sure if this white lady is Sister Agnes or not, but a white lady prowls around these graves, and she is here somewhere. But whether we'll see her is another matter. Also, when two people were on their way to Mass, they saw two women in medieval costumes, and they passed them as they were chatting and went straight through a terracotta wall or a concrete wall like this, and they just disappeared. And that's a weird story. Two medieval people, just in medieval clothes, just passed through a wall, and they were seen in full manifestation. Now, this is the grave of Sir Charles Thomas Stamford. Now it is said that his ashes are buried here, and he haunts the area of the place where his ashes were laid, and he haunts the area, and so it's really good. So Charles Thomas Stamford haunts this area where his grave is. This is Preston Manor Church, or Preston Church. The ghosts have been here since the mid-1950s. They've been circulating this graveyard, and there's been many ghostly experiences happening. And also, there have been the 1800s as well, because of the White Lady, of course, who's seen at her peak in the 1890s. The church is dedicated to St. Paul and St. Peter. The church dates back to 1250. Which means it's a really old church, and loads of souls will be here, so brilliant. Hello, this is Preston Manor Church, and over the years millions and millions of people have come here to be baptised, be married, to be confirmed, and but people have been buried as well. So this is the parish church. Now, around the grounds there is millions of ghosts and things like we've already just laid out. here is the church, and this is where loads of stuff would have happened. This was founded in 1250. Therefore, there's hundreds of history here, and there's always been. Over here, we go. Is a depiction of Thomas Becket. Now, Thomas Becket was around the 1200s, of course. This shows how old the church is, and so it is so old that the ghosts and people, like here, the residents of people who have passed might come and sit here during mass and watch. And it's pretty full of ghosts here. And there's millions of ghosts outside, and this entire area is the most haunted place in the world.